This is a Japanese ghost story, a tale whispered in quiet inns by the sea. A mother and daughter went on a short trip together. The daughter was soon to be married. This was to be their last trip alone. It was an ordinary seaside ryokan, a traditional Japanese inn. Nothing special, except that it faced the ocean. Once shown to their room, they found there wasn't much to do. They had already browsed the souvenir shops along the street from the station. Dinner wouldn't be served for a while yet, so they decided to head for the bath. A maid said to them, "If you follow this corridor, you'll find the baths. Right now, the sunset is beautiful." They followed the hallway, passing bars and souvenir shops. The corridor turned right, and there, straight ahead, hung the curtains. Blue for the men's bath, red for the women's. Inside, there was no sound. No one else was there. They had the bath all to themselves. After washing, they stepped into the bath. "Wow, this is beautiful," the daughter said in awe. The far wall was all glass, with a long bath running along the window. Beyond it stretched the ocean, glowing in the sunset. The daughter noticed a small square section in the back corner, just 1 meter wide. She reached in and jumped back. "So hot." "That must be for adding fresh hot water," the mother said. The girl lost interest and sank into the bath. Everything was perfect. The water, the view, and the liberating feeling of having the bath to themselves. There was a narrow ledge along the window, just wide enough to rest their elbows. The mother sat on the right, the daughter on the left. They chatted idly as they gazed out at the glowing sea. Then, the mother felt a chill. Something cold seemed to flow toward her from the right, even though there was scalding hot water nearby. She sensed something strange. Her chest tightened with sudden fear. She glanced at her daughter and froze. Her daughter's face was pale, eyes fixed on something right beside the mother. Her mouth opened and closed soundlessly. The mother turned. Right beside her sat a woman she had never seen before. She was in the same posture as them, resting her elbow on the ledge, gazing out at the sunset. Her long hair hid her face. She seemed to be humming softly. "And mother, that woman," the daughter finally whispered. "Don't," the mother cried, as if warning both her daughter and herself. If this was just another guest, saying such a thing would be terribly rude. But no one had come in. No one could have gotten this close without them noticing. When the mother looked again, the woman was gone. But now the daughter was pointing toward the washing area. There, closest to the entrance, was the same woman, pouring water over herself again and again and again. Goosebumps prickled the daughter's skin. The sight was terrifying, almost furious. "Let's get out," the daughter whispered. "But if she's just a guest, that would be rude," the mother said, voice trembling. "Besides, I can't walk past her." Her frightened smile nearly made the girl faint. They both knew they couldn't pass behind that woman. "Then what do we do? Call someone." Both knew this was no normal guest. The woman kept splashing water, but there was no sound. Suddenly, the sound began, splashing, loud, relentless. And then it stopped. Both mother and daughter knew. She had turned to face them. Finally, the mother whispered, "I think she's gone." The girl slowly raised her head and saw it. In the boiling hot corner tub sat the woman, Her hair spread across the water, her face visible only from the nose up. She stared at the girl, and then smiled. Ea! The girl screamed and clung to her mother. Let's go, now. They stumbled through the bath, splashing water, struggling to climb out. The mother made the mistake of glancing back. The woman was standing on the narrow ledge by the window, where no one should be able to stand. Her head hung low. Water dripped from her long hair. Her body swayed slightly, as if floating. The mother screamed. They ran. They threw on their yukata and fled the hallway. Barefoot and dripping, they burst into the nearest sushi bar. There's something in the bath, the girl cried. Even the chef's face went pale. He made a quick phone call. Soon the innkeeper arrived. She spoke softly but gravely. 5 years ago, a woman had come to work at the inn. She had a dark bruise from her eye to her cheek and could not serve guests. Still, she worked hard, and everyone grew fond of her. But one day, men came asking for her. They turned them away, but she grew withdrawn, barely speaking. One day, she did not come to work. They found her hanging from a pine tree outside the bathhouse window. The tree was cut down. The rope burned at the temple. The place you saw her, the innkeeper said, was exactly where she died.